Good morning. I'm Mike with Advanced RV. We just finished our Fest, which we have annually, where clients come back with their motorhomes, show them to each other. About a third of our client base came back this year, and we also experienced the total eclipse of the sun here in Willoughby, Ohio. It was amazing. It was magical. And part of the Fest is a conversation about our organization, about our clients. We get to know them better. They get to know each other better. It's a great community. And one of the questions that came up this year and has come up in the past is, what are the plans ARV has for growth? That's a great question, because some people, and one of my marketing professors a long time ago said, if you're not growing, you're dying. And it took me a while to figure out that he was not necessarily just talking about top-line growth. And we're not focused on top-line growth. Top-line growth will happen if we do the right things. But other kinds of growth is growth in the staff number, and right now we're at a really good number for staff, just under 50, and our retention of staff is amazing. We don't lose anybody we don't want to lose. It's a really good culture. Other ways of measuring growth are growth in production efficiency, growth in staff profit share, growth in client loyalty. One of the growth numbers that we look at is how many vans and motorhomes are we building for existing clients. And of the last 5 builds, 3 of them have been second builds for people. We are fortunate to have a very loyal customer base. They're stepping up, purchasing used ARV motorhomes. Some are investing a fair bit for us to upgrade those, to make them custom for them. So they get a very solid, relatively low mileage, usually, ARV motorhome for a very low price relative to new ones. We have been able to reduce our time from initial deposit to delivery. Mercedes is being able to accelerate and be more reliable in their van production, their basic product that we build on. And over the years, we've gotten better. We're proud of it. And that has enabled us to keep our prices steady, even in spite of inflation of the chassis and everything else. And it's also enabled us to accelerate our production. So our time between initial deposit and delivery is now 10 months to 14, 16 months. So it's much better than the 2 years that people have been waiting in the past. These are all things we look at when we think about growth. Growth in quality is another one. We have really good measures of quality now. We score ourselves on not only every build, but we score ourselves on every part of the process of the build. And we have an independent quality group in our organization that does a great job with that. Other types of growth that are maybe a little more difficult to measure are growth in resilience. How flexible are we? How good of ideas? How well do we react to market conditions and client requests? So resilience is huge, and stability is huge. So when we think about growth and look at all the kind of growth factors that we consider, top-line growth is important, but what we are really trying to do is build a foundation, a huge foundation, a thick foundation, a stable foundation. So one way to do that is through client loyalty and things that help client loyalty. Another way is by improving our relationship with community, and very importantly, our staff well-being and quality of life, ability to get along with each other, ability to have fun at work. And our 4-day week that we've executed about 2 years ago and continue with has been amazing in giving our staff a 3-day weekend every week of the year. We challenge ourselves with things that are difficult. The 4-day week, I thought the probability of success there was less than 50%, a lot less than 50%. But the benefits to our staff and kind of the community, if we can make it work, was huge. So we took a risk with a low probability of success, got everybody on board, and made it happen, and it has continuity. There are other things we do, a lot of other things we do that have a low probability of success, but we rise to the occasion. Some of these are technical things, and through testing and innovation, we are able to succeed a lot of the times. Now, we have failures, but we learn from those failures. So it's part of strengthening our foundation that we take these risks and do things that are tough but have great benefits. So thanks for listening. Marty Marsh, my marketing professor, I remember the amphitheater I was in when he told me this. He's not still there, rest his soul, but anybody you talk to at that school who took marketing, he was a force. And he affected me in causing me to think more deeply about what growth means. Thanks for listening.